But Boricua, belly up time, the milling up, the Noma dog, pays to know someone. There's some Tacoma with the dome on top. Until y'all get the predicate of this predator that lives just like then. I feel like I'm this when lids were open or closed and shutters on holes. Something that tolls all of them threads at once. I'm the tornado that rips like it's a rotary engine, bitch. So why don't you get the notary that called something else? Like the ump was wrong with what he called until I was safe all year long. Whenever the game was stopped or it was on, this was on with this onslaught. I want this on, I said to the chef, and I'm honest when I said this shit until y'all would decide in your despicable heads, until the decibel switch the position it's in, until my check would get caught and it'd be in my head, until I could get the chips and sticks so I could get the chicks that's hard to give them pin, and then I could give them what I got inside of my pants and it sits right in front, and then I could get you all distraught until all of them taught us were flawed and they were on their box like some eights all along, like I thought that they was, and I prophesized and scrolled but they never wrote. So how the fuck you gonna win some scrabble if you go against the guy who's made every word there was? Made the question mark perhaps, and then I'm Dr. Evil Ralph with some more of this shelf around your neck, but it's more like a rope, and then I give more tension to it with the limp help involved, and then the lamp would have got lit with all my talk, because then that could have been a show and oh my shot. You going and say out against the wall so it bounced and ricochet off and hit inside somebody's dome. It didn't want, but it wasn't close. It just looked like it was. That wasn't close. It was a mile off. That was a bunch of them malevolent flows on a different level for show, because then you would love when I throw. I needed to grow like it was a dart and I hit the target. It was a bullseye somehow. Yeah, if we're playing on the phone. Yes, with the pitchfork, I say more. So your casino slots was involved with this switch on and off, because then I could have got the boom box and go boom once. That's all I wanted to do, dog. Till the room fall, till y'all was beautiful, like you was. Remember back then, even though we never met type shit, because I could admit with Mitt when I caught what hit off a bet, because then I could have been big with Rip, I could have been more big with Rip, like I ripped the Northwest. But more of this with flow. Why, of course, it's TWA. More this with flow. Yes, we need more and more. Just feed me, y'all. I'm a dragon that roars. I'm up from my seas when the sheep were gone and the digits dark, because then I'm in this star. This witch I love. When the witch heart got hot with the cauldron pot involved, that's not cold no more because of what's at bottom. It's like what was caught from what was taught. That was lumber if you want to call. But don't call him Jark with the plot, because that's a stereotype. He switches it up. You need to see when he does. And it'd be funny as fuck to catch him on the day he did wear plaid. That would be some bend over and smack me lap until y'all hit a cat on accident with the fucking sharp he swung that's like an axe. That's some bad rap with a fucking HUD involved. Bunch of these things I thought that I say out loud. And did I say that out loud type stuff and question each thing that I said like it never ends. These endless sentences like there's no period for it. This Renaissance red, because then I could win the race I was in type shit. Like I was written and Stumpy, I make fun even though he's my friend, and then y'all take a fin because I was on defense I guess. With this ball that I'd hit right over the net, ricochet big, the most sick crochet I ever did. Type shit with a single stitch. And like, I'm done type shit when the end was met, and then y'all must atone for your weakness. No, this is the wrong song. We need the cathedral one with the round top and rough. Like, that's how they done it, dog. It was an accident. Like, this just filled in the cricks. And happenstance fucking has like that. They have a fucking heyday with rap, or y'all have a mayday with what you think that you thought and you said with your lips, because you didn't thought really, dog, because a ghostwrite did it. Like, it was a roller coaster that was built by someone else, but you're there when the cameras show up, so someone should kick you in, dog. If your pants were pulled up, tight stuff until I fucking invent pulley systems with gold. Like, I flourish with more of this, I need to let roll like I was a lion, bro, because then I could scalp you all with your skulls that I pull from the wet, because you're a bottom dweller, bitch. You dwell in the deepest regions and thee wish he would never get, because then the reason for live would have been dead, because that would have been him finishing the sentence with the punctuation he wished that he had in the begin when he making the head from his lips. Boom! Fuck yeah. Give me my shit. Extraordinary, dog. Give me my crown. Earned it by now. At least bow down, at least a little, like Asian people do and shit. Give me some more and broader flow, because then I stretch the borders of yours like they are mine. And I know the whole time that the crystal bowl was in dome, and it's something I said like it had physicalness, because maybe it did type shit for a sick, like a dream that I dreamt. Maybe y'all drip drop like faucet broke, but mine will work all year long type stuff until the lawn was greener than yours. And then I can go and make fun of myself because the guy right down the road. And that's how the rose will glow on my coast. That's how some more this Ruza Croatian got rose on the cross, because then you could have known, you numb skulls. That's still numb, even though we're halfway mid in the sound. If I admit to playing it like we used to did, like 14 at least, until the stop was hit and then the trigger lit, because y'all need to whip the dog again. And once you whip the top of the dessert you got for after when the dinner dawned, then the dumb waiter would watch and wait a while, but you fucking said some wow that wasn't really wild at all. Those are mold and backflip float with summer soul, with some that's salt over your shoulder for luck if you won't, because you're gonna need it, though. Yes, better to have it, not need it, and need it, not have it stuff. I said that correct, and that's a whole bunch. So that's a whole pet on the back with some mold on my tongue. That's a chariot off, and he was cherry picking flow. Maybe he's just picking scabs so it'll bleed again, so you can feel just like them in the sick and the raw. That was raw. That was a bunch of them raw until they don't stop, until the horse and the trough, because then I could take this thoroughly broad behind that barn and whip it some more, until you saw the ripples from off of this fucking rock that I throw from off of my top. Then you could have said that weighed a ton type stuff when there wasn't a scale involved. When it was just me up in the bar with my top, because then I could have said something for a ball to get started and never stop, and there wasn't a fucking clock, so how the fuck's there gonna be a pumpkin, dog? Some more of this I adopt on the spot, because then I connect the dots and they're stars. Boom. Fuck yeah. What the fuck I'm talking about. Thank you for listening. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did. I hope you did. When we go to the market, we'll make that guac. We'll get a British bitch that's blonde and give her bend, and then I'll give her dick. I'll never stop. It's all we'll do for the rest of us. We'll be living in pure bliss. As the echelons of oblivion wash, and then I'm back with my spit in this straw, because I think it's the best that there was. There's no comparison, no competition, no comprehension of this I'm giving, because there's no leash on dogs. They could have been bitten, they could have been written with a whole bunch of things that happen, like some